Mermaidens.
Mermen?
Merphillies?
They're mermaiders.
Merfolk?
I'm listening to
Merheifer?
some Death Clock now.
Manatees?
All right, so before we get going, does anybody have any questions, statements, anything like that?
You said something about mer people in pods on the land?
No, the original population of the land has been put into pods. The mer people are the ones kind of just taking over shit and being like, all right, yep, you go to sleep. We're gonna fucking matrix you.
Are those pods
Correct.
on land, or are those pods now in the ocean in their like original kingdom?
They are on land.
Awkward.
They're all throughout the cities, and there's lots of weird organic growth all over the cities, connecting all those pods.
Exciting. Sounds like a giant battery.
Maybe.
Again.
Maybe you're not too
Matrix.
far off from Matrix, yeah. All right. Anything else? I mean, all that it's been with that is it's just reports got out finally. Who's there? What's happening to the populace? There's still not tons of information known outside of that.
Man, I really got nothing. I've been bad because I've been busy with class, so I haven't really had the time or the attention span to actually
It's all
do
good.
shit during the week.
All right, so then just to go over things, so the coral reefs have now completely cut off access between the peninsulas, between Paphrax and Calumet, and from Coromanda going up. So traveling by ocean through those is by ship is now pretty much impossible. There's also reports of giant crab-like creatures scurrying up and down these reefs sticking out of the water.
So kind of like the fucking lobster people from South Park.
Yeah, sure. In my mind, I was thinking more like Finding Nemo, just yelling out
Fair
mine
enough.
or whatever they say. Yeah. Um, there has been a large migration of nomadic magic users moving in towards the barrens of Waitosh. Apparently, there's rumors of haven, of it being a safe haven for mages over there. Erebros Kai is still on their incursion into Lakawar and is taking the local populace there as slave back to their own country. Gentriker is still pushing into Venchkala, and they are slowly gaining ground into the poorer nation. Over in the Faldori marshes, there's been rumors of undead walking along the borders.
That is unfortunate.
Undead are always fun. Let's see. What else? Of course, over here in ties have been shown between the terrorist attacks in Paphrax and a anti-mage group based out of Sinawaya known as New Age, and there's thought to be a connection between them and the terrorists in Paphrax, them funding and them and getting them supplies. Bayferlena, a sickness has broke out over here in the islands, and the local government is working to quarantine all those who are sick.
I would like to offer them a loan if they need a loan for getting the sickness under control.
Yeah. Throw money at the blue.
He's with our money. I'm with our healers.
What's that?
I like to consider it an economic stimulus.
Gotcha. Are you being open about who you are now?
Yeah, I'm the Dragon Isles.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's zero reason for me to hide that.
Yeah, not tons. Yeah, like I said early on, that's totally up to you guys on who's who.
Nick's the only person in this game who might target me just because I'm me, and Nick's not really a factor yet.
For now, I think he will. He will be coming back, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, down in Mordai, there's reports of a large group of Veer gathering along the northern coast.
Those
Seems
are
to
the
be a
giant
larger.
bugs, right?
Yep. Seems to be a larger hive than usual. It's okay, buddy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've missed. Calumet is still fighting an ongoing battle. It doesn't look like it's going either way just yet between them and the Merfolk in Cormanda. Um, although Calumet is starting to hurt on supplies and men. Although Brittlefur, one of the mages from the Council of Mages in Alwyn Rador, is down there with his elite guard, which is making a significant difference in the battle.
I would like to double check with them to see if they want another loan, because the first one worked out so well until that tidal wave eliminated their purchase.
Calumet does? Okay, I'll get back to you on that. But they're probably interested.
I imagine so. Sucks to suck.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's what I had
Anything
planned for this
happening in
meeting.
Vost?
Between Alan Vost and Career Vost?
Yeah.
Tensions are still rising among the people of Career Vost.
How's that domestic investment going?
You don't see anything just yet.
That's tragic. Hope they didn't buy guns.
Who would do such a thing? What tyrannical dictator would do that? Yeah, no, it's people are exceedingly unhappy there. But it does seem like it's going to be coming to a boiling point soon. Oh, Cragno Carnate, they've moved over to over in the Waste of Time. They have now moved from the east side and pushed over to the west side of the desert there, and have started building an encampment. They also landed in Calumet not too long ago, and they've been pushing over and helping fight against the Merfolk here along the southern pass, along the river pass there. War between Central Faldor and Faldori Reformed continues to be ongoing. No real developments there. It's kind of generally think like picture it kind of like a World War One, some trench warfare there going on. They mainly just a few little skirmishes here, but for the most part, the lines don't generally move more than a couple hundred feet. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to go over. Definitely gonna be having a lot of shit popping up this week, so keep an eye on Discord there.
It's been 2 weeks. Have I been able to capture any of those pirates by lightning striking their masts and seeing what they are?
No, the pirate raids have slowed down. Simply because everyone else doubled up on Kalintra, Bayferlana, and yourself. Everyone's been protecting their shipments a lot more.
Bayferlana gets no credit. I'm escorting their ships.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, because of increased military presence, yeah, the pirate raids have lessened. Which I guess on that, the raids out of Yormturner have slowed down recently. They haven't been raiding as much up there. Um, yeah, I think that's all the other. Any other questions?
No, I'm not. Now I know who Derek is. I'm probably gonna get with him offline.
In the rumblings between the Faldoris, is anybody like particularly winning or losing, or is it just a continual like we took a trench, we moved 10 feet kind of
Yeah,
vibe?
the latter. That's what I was saying.
Well,
It's more like World War One. They don't really.
I
It's the fight.
re-extend the tactful olive branch to them to see if they want to get over themselves and accept financial support without strings, because they're clearly not doing so well on their own.
Yeah, they're gonna pass on that. It's still same conditions as before. They're
Yeah, well,
neither of them are
one day one
gaining
of them will get desperate
ground, but
enough and
neither
take
of
it.
them are losing ground either. So, um,
One day,
for large super nations like that, they don't see that as failing.
one day. I just need for a variable to change one time, and then somebody will be okay.
Maybe, maybe. But the Faldori are very hard set in their
Douchey.
cultural beliefs. So it's not even they are the type of people they're gonna think less about it financially and more so, yeah, just based on their own morals.
Is there anything happening down in the Urkos, Iern, Ilos, Iluva area?
They've been pretty quiet. They're generally fairly peaceful nations. These four down here.
Mm-hmm.
These four are generally pretty peaceful, and this forest is generally unpopulated. So
Yeah.
there hasn't been a whole lot going on outside of Pathrax and Sinawaya.
Fair enough. Any word on my like bounty for anybody able to make inroads into the gardens of Valna?
Nope, not yet.
I'll double
Okay, alrighty.
it.
Um,
See, and shit like this is why I never wanted to play Risk with you in AIT, Derek.
Hey, I was playing Lord of the Rings Risk then.
It doesn't
Or
fucking
not Lord of the
matter.
Rings, Game of Thrones.
Still.
you should see the how long the messages are that he sends me on shit he wants to do.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at
No,
all.
You know, would you rather I not participate?
no, not complaining. Just saying, wow is all.
Yeah, good to see he hasn't changed at all in the last 7 years. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, so that's it. I mean, state of the world right now. There's a lot of anti-magic sentiment going on. If Calimate,
Stemming from what?
from industrialists, basically revolutionist perspective, magic in this world has been a large part of it for a long time, and industrialists see that as a tool to oppress others.
I'm getting some serious Legend of Korra vibes.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say let's use that as that first season as a example. Yeah, basically think along that. Um, yeah, and then Calimate's still fighting its battle, and if they lose, they're one of the biggest producers of basically food in the world. Um, so it's projected to have for there to be food shortages if they fall. And of course, we don't know where the merfolk are going next, or what they're doing, or what their plans overall are outside of just conquest. Yeah, then Gentriker invading Vinchkala, Erebros Kai enslaving people in Lakawar. Rumors of
Has anybody
undead.
tried electrocuting the ocean over there? Car batteries, maybe? Just chuck all the spare car batteries over the
I don't
coral
think
wall.
electricity goes as far in water as you think it does. That's a lot of fucking
Catapult car
ocean.
batteries.
Car battery the size of the sun, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
oil spill.
put a little fire on top of the oil afterwards,
No? Maybe. I mean, nobody's done anything about the reef. They just let it grow. It's just there. No one's
Hey,
attacked it.
nobody
Nobody's
wants to
done
poke a
nothing.
mysterious bear that wanders into town. You want to see if it eats anybody first.
It's already eating people.
Well, it's not eating me.
Look, man, my
It's true.
country's got its own problems going on right
Yeah.
now, okay?
Yet. That's
Hey,
all I gotta
if
say.
you're being invaded or if your problems are expensive, have I got a deal for you?
So, you know what?
877 cash now.
You've already been trying to help me, Derek, Pavrax, so.
Well, I'm working on it.
Like I said, I got fucking terrorists coming from the neighboring country that I haven't had any issues with up until now. They've kind of.
I'm not overly fond of dwarves right now.
But they got such cool beards. And shiny things.
Fully responsible for things coming over the border.
Are they?
Hey, if you can't keep them in, that's on you. Aware of and does nothing is a very annoying status quo.
They're searching for them right now. And they've publicly declared them just, fucking terrible. They're searching for him right now. All right. Well, since you guys are both being open about your nations, if you guys do discuss things with each other outside of this, and by all means, go for it. Just make sure to loop me in. You can add me in as the group, or in a group DM, and I'll mainly just watch. But just so I have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, it's too easy.
You would just want to watch.
I do. I like watching. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, you guys got some fun going on. You think
Fair
it's
enough.
Sinawaya though, like full on backing the New Age? Is that what I'm hearing?
Listen, it's either incompetence or malign intent.
I want to see more how it unfolds. I'm not making a judgment on that just yet. Like you've said before, they're still one of our bigger trade partners. They just kind of retreated a little bit as tensions kind of escalated. So I want to see where it goes and what they do about this fucking terrorist group.
If you need new trade partners, I can plug you in someplace else.
I feel like that comes with strings attached, though.
Just keep using the bank. Just having a bank makes me a little bit of passive income. I'm at the point where my different investments have now paid out more than I put into them, so I'm not really sweating the existence of investments.
Yeah, I kind of picked that up from earlier in the session.
So,
and I don't really have a whole lot of expensive irons in the fire because I'm not fighting anybody.
it's true. War is costly. Can be profitable though.
If you're not fighting it.
Yeah. So let me ask, what are your guys' biggest concerns right now then? Just
so
overall in the world.
I mean, aside from New Age, right there on the border, I'm also worried about that. I'm starting to get more worried about the reef, especially since that's right there in the ocean, right by my my country.
Yeah, you can't sail west now.
Yeah. So that's kind of a big deal for me. Could possibly see the fucking Merfolk trying to do some shit to Pathrax, but don't really
Yeah,
know until it happens.
I mean they hit one peninsula, so they might hit the other one. And I don't know if I clarified it, but this world does wrap around. Like the ocean's a little bit farther on the, the other space, but it is 100%.
Wait, it's not a flat Earth? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, exactly.
That's
Um,
not what the Bible says.
well, like some games we've had it where it's like this is only the known world, right? Nobody's been able to sail off in distance, but in this, like you can. People have traveled from Sinawaya to like Gorman right? What about you, Derek? What's your biggest concerns right now?
Um, the Jalkesh folks, are they still doing all right? Because they were pretty braced up for some Merfolk invasions.
Yeah, they're heavily fortifying the border between them and Cormanda and along the coast right now. Um, Jawkesh is a very magic heavy warrior nation, so they're prepping for war.
Does that little like mage council up in the northeast, do they have any sort of like public knowledge share or like mage swapping or information value to the rest of the world? Or are they just reclusive?
They are fairly reclusive for the most part. Here and there, they end up taking in apprentices, so to speak, but they are highly selective, almost to the point where they approach you rather than you approach them. They are not necessarily seen as uh, benevolent by any means. Um, a lot of
Dubious.
people who just go and knock on their door don't end up making it back. But it's generally, that island is known as top tier of all magic, like, or where knowledge of all magic is kept.
Last turn I did acquire a car battery that might be interesting if dropped into the ocean.
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Uh, maybe.
It'd be great or terrible. I don't know.
Eh,
Why not both?
maybe take a page out of the industrialist's page book and or textbook and test it first. That might be my
Read the
only
instructions.
recommendation. Maybe
Instructions unclear. Dick caught in ceiling fan.
maybe instead of, oh, I found this crazy looking thing, I'm just gonna throw it at someone, see what happens.
What if I stick it in this outlet?
Yeah.
Am I going to discover new pesticides or kill half of Europe? You never know.
Your call, man. It's the beauty of this game. 100% up to you. I mean,
It's kind of weird being on the opposite side of that because that's how I treat my D&D players. Is hey, I gave you a basic end goal of where you want to go, and how you get there, and everything in between is all on you.
yeah, I mean, and that's the harder part of this game is there isn't. I don't have end goals to give you guys. It's the way Nation goes. Is it's supposed to be super open ended. You stumble across different things and decide if you want to pursue them. But ultimately, the world is what you guys make it. So there's no big baddie to kill, or you might be the big baddie that everyone's trying to kill. That's happened several times in the past with these games.
I'm curious to see what Nick chooses to do when he gets off his ass.
Yeah, because Nick sends me messages as long as Derek. when we get going. So,
I fully expect him to be a problem in my life.
oh, I expect so, just based off of the
If he
contradictory
built what he told me he
information.
was going to build, I think we're gonna have a problem.
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna throw a lot of money at it.
All right. Well, if that's all we got for today. I am gonna finish recharging for class this week.
I'll get started on my novel.
Yep. Sounds good. I would just say since you guys are both, yeah, you guys should, since you're both being open about who you are, might be good to
Collude.
focus or prep for war on well, three fronts really. But yeah,
Fantastic.
3? 2? More than one.
well,
Well, we got the
I'm,
Merfolk on one side. We got the fucking terrorists in the country to the south of me. Like,
and you still got a civil war going on.
yeah.
How did you pull that off, by the way? Like, maybe we'll save that for later.
How did he make a country?
End up with a civil war right out of the chute.
Because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, we keep trying to fucking work towards peace, and then the fucking terrorists decide, you know what, fuck this. Every time I think I'm making headway on it.
Those
You need
rascally
to work on some
terrorists.
hearts and minds here.
Yeah, because that worked out real well for us the last 20 years. I will see you all next week.
Sounds good. And the recording here.